Hello everyone. Today this is our comment. Okay, we continue for next chapters 8.2. Before we learn the definition of sequence and series, right? But today we're gonna learn more specific the name specific sequence, which is called arithmetic sequence and the partial sum. Okay, like when they give you, for example, say term 1, I will write down as A1, A2, A3, comma, and then dot, comma, to AN, comma, dot. So just say, if I write down up to this one, term 1, term 2, term 3, and so on to AN term. So then this one, we know this one, what kind of sequence? We call finite sequence because we know the last term will end as an AN. And then we represent with the comma sign. Okay, we leave it a little bit. Represent with the comma sign. This mean the sequences. One we write with the comma sign, correct? But if I have A1 plus A2 plus A3 and plus dot until AN term. So one we write with the plus sign. This represents series. Series means sum, right? So in this case, we can use the notation, sum notation, represent this one also become AN. Well, for whatever form, you can say from what number to here, the lower one here, right? And the top here is the upper limit summation. Okay, so it's the upper, lower. And then if you want to find out the number of terms, you get the upper minus the lower one, okay? Upper limit of summation minus the lower limit of summation, and then plus 1. You will get the number of terms, okay? But now we're gonna go for sequence first, and we're gonna learn arithmetic sequences, okay? So come back to this definition, okay? When we have this one, when we have this one, A1, A2, A3, and so on to AN term, that's a finite sequence. But if I continue this one, comma and dot. So that means from, you can write the sequence from the term 1 up to N term. But if you write comma and dot, that means you can write the sequence up to infinite terms. Okay, up to infinite term. So now, then we come back to see the arithmetic sequence, the meaning. The meaning is a sequence whose consecutive term has a common D. It's called an arithmetic sequence. So the sequence gonna be this one, right? So just say from this one, right? If I get the term 2 minus term 1 equal to term 3 minus term 2 equal to term 4 minus term 3 equal to term 5 minus term 4, okay? And equal to dot. You keep doing consecutive term, okay? And if this one there when they subtract come out equal, every term here equal, then equal to, we give definition as a D. That means common difference. Okay, what the meaning? For example, if I have, if I give you the sequence, the sequence and in the pattern anyway. If I give you this sequence, say 7, 11. We use another one maybe. This one too easy, right? If I give you, say, the term 1 is a 2, term 2 is a negative 3, and term 3 is a negative 8, and term 4 is a negative 13, comma, dot. And this until to the end, to the AN term. So this one gonna equal to 7 minus 5N. So you see this one, in this example, if I want to check this sequence is arithmetic whether or not, then you check by find D. If they have common different D equal, right, the common difference, then this arithmetic sequence. So can say that this is the formula. This one can say this is a formula of not formula. Can say it's a one way to check this sequence is arithmetic sequence whether or not. Okay, so you have to find D. If D come out equal, D mean common difference equal, then it's a AS or arithmetic sequence. Now come back to see the example. Okay, see the example. So we want to find D, right? So then you get A2 minus A1. A2 is what? Now write it out. A2 minus A1. We can test any pair, okay, but have to be consecutive term, okay? So equal to A3 minus A2. Now see this. A2 is a -3, so you replace -3. Minus mean this side, okay? And A is what? A2. A1, I mean A1 equal to 2, so you write 2 here. A3 is what? -h, so you replace minus A2, right now, minus mean this side, okay? And then, but term 2 or A2 equal to -3. Then you simplify. This one become -5, and this one is what? -8 plus 3, right? So this one equal to -5. So you see this one equal, correct? So this one is a D. So we know right away D equal to -5. Okay, so you can see this term, if you check from here, right? Once you have this one, if you check from, change the color. If you check from here, this is A, right? If 2 plus 5, right? Like a term 1 plus 5 plus -5, right? That means it's gonna be -5. So 2 minus 5, you left 3. And then if 3 plus -5, right? Because D is a 5, correct? So plus -5. So this become minus. So -3 minus 5 become -8. So you get this term and so on. So we can see this is a D. D equal to -5. Okay. So you can check and then you can find the next term. Up to n term. Right now 7 minus 5n. 7 minus 5n mean the an term. Mean an term. But how they get this one? Then when we have this arithmetic sequence, again, the formula is, I like the formula first and then we can prove it later. The formula arithmetic sequence is an equal to a1 plus n minus 1 times d. Okay, an means go up to n term, right? Or sometimes we call general term. And a1 means term 1. In this case, like in this example, a1 gonna be what? 2. And n's are unknown. Okay. And then d is what? D is -5. Okay. So then we replace, we want to find C, an equal to 7 minus 5n or not, right? So we use this formula. So, but this one, this formula is formula of arithmetic sequence. Okay. It's formula of arithmetic sequence. Okay, this one arithmetic sequence. So have to keep in mind. So now we can find an equal to this 7 minus 5n. So you replace, because do an is an n term, a is the unknown. So a1 is what? 2, right? So you replace 2 down. N is the unknown, -1. D is what? -5. But then this careful, okay? This one -5, you must write bracket. If you write without bracket, become this one -5, not time, but this is a time by multiplication. So you must, don't forget, you must write bracket down. But some textbook, they load it down, like in the font, still okay, same, okay, become A1 plus D, like in the font, and N minus 1. Can be either way, okay, the same, okay, can be either way. Now you simplify this one, become what? -5 times n become -5n. -5 times -1 become +5. So we have 7 minus 5n. So we got an. Then we have an equal to 7 minus 5n. Okay, everyone see this. So this is the same or not? Yes, right? They are same. So we can get the n term or general term by using the formula. One, we can find out d equal, right? Common difference they are equal. So then we can conclusion this sequence is arithmetic sequence. Okay, so in this case, okay, so then you check this one if you want to know it's the AS arithmetic sequence. Okay, so I will give you only one example here, okay? But then I will give you some handout, and then you can take a look also. They have one or two more examples, so the same idea. Okay, so come back to this question. One, you know this one, AN is we call N5, this is an N term. Okay, sometimes we call general term. Can call either name, okay? So for example, if I say I want you find the term of 100, like this, that's a position, right? 100. The position, the 100 term, find the position of 100. So how you do? You just repeat, use this formula. For example, this is a question A, okay? And now B, I want you find out B, question B, find the term 100. You just replace N with 100, become A 100, equal to 7 minus 5 and times 100. Okay, and then you simplify. This one become 500, negative 500, take 3, become 493, right, negative. Okay, so that means one from here, from this sequence, right, from this sequence, you see the term 1 is 2, the term 1, 2, term 2 is a negative 3, term 3 is a negative 8, term 4 negative 13, and then you can do ... until what? Term 1, 2, 3, 4, term 5, you know, right? And then you keep doing until the term of minus 493. That is mean A 100. This like a A1, this is a A2, and this is a A3, and so on. This is a A4. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay, so you know the number of the term 100. Okay, any question? So then come back. Remember, this one is the called N term or general term. So now we're gonna prove, right? Gonna prove for the formula how. Okay, now we're gonna prove how to get this formula. Okay. Okay, so how gonna prove this formula? See this one. Maybe I come back to here. Okay, I erase here. How we gonna prove? How we gonna prove this formula N term? Okay, so for example, if we have, if I write down say A1, right, like a term 1 equal to A1, correct? And then A2, term 2, right, like a term 2 here, equal to what? A1 plus D, right? Because you see from A1, like this one, it's just lowered down, A1 plus minus 5, you got A2, that means equal to negative 3. So that means, and then next A3, the term 3, gonna be what? A1 plus, this one plus D, right? And plus another D, correct? This one. So this one gonna be like A1 plus 2D. Okay, and then A4 gonna be A1 plus D and plus another D. So equal to what? A1 plus 3D. And so on. So this is A5 become A1 plus how many D? 4D, correct? So that's a D plus D plus D and plus another D. So equal to A1 plus 4D. Until you got to do up to N term, correct? So you observe, like now I want to observe this one. Observe it. if A2 here, right? And this one is a 1D. So this is a 2, this is a 1, it's a 1 less. And this is a A3, right? And this one gonna be 2D, right? Still A1 plus. So this 3 and this one gonna be 2D. And then 4 become 3D. And 5 become 4D. So that means how we get this one, that means we get n like a n is like a 5 minus 1, we got 4D. Okay, so that means if we do up to n term, this one, right? This one should be what? A1 plus n minus 1 times D. Because you observe this one, 5 and 4 here, they have one less, right? And this 4 and 3, they also have one less. Also this one, 3 and 2, one less. So that means formula right here become A1 plus n minus 1 times D. That's a formula right here. This one. Okay, this is a formula, prove the formula of arithmetic sequences. So you have to keep in mind this, and then how we know it's a arithmetic sequence, that means you have to find D. If D are equal in this pattern, consecutive term, right? Get a common difference, so it's the arithmetic sequence. Okay, now we go next one. So this is the one we prove. Okay, don't forget, when you got this formula, is a formula of arithmetic sequence. We call n term of arithmetic sequence, or sometimes we call general term, don't forget. Okay, now we start to see example. See the example. Find a formula for the n term of the arithmetic sequence whose common difference is 3 and whose first term is 2. So the question tells us the arithmetic sequence. Okay, so and then common difference is this, so we know D equal to 3. And the whose first term, that means A1 equal to 2. So the question wants us to find what? N term. That means find this one, general term or n term. So you get right away, because question already say arithmetic sequence. So you write down solution. Okay, write the formula down. So A1 plus n minus 1 times D. So AN, because unknown, right? We want to find n term here. So A1 is what? Question give us to 2 plus n unknown minus 1 times D. D is 3. Then you simplify, become 2 plus 3n plus 1. So we have, 3n plus 3, right? So become 2, 3 become 5. So 3n plus 5. So that's a AN. So that's a answer for this question. Okay, this one's still simple, right? Not too hard, just straightforward for the how to use the formula. Just replace it, replace the value what question give us the information. Okay, next example. See this, the first term of arithmetic sequence. They tell us again this arithmetic sequence is 20. So that means fourth term, right? Fourth term. So that means A4 equal to 20. And the 13 terms is what? 13 terms. So that means A13 equal to 65. Like the first 11 term, okay, that means they want us to like A1, A2, A3, and so on until A11, what's going to be. So you have to find every term from term 1 to term 11, what the number is. Okay, in this one, think about, we have to take it, is the use the formula again. Because we know this is a AS arithmetic sequence. Okay, solution, you like the question as formula AN equal to A1 plus N minus 1 times D, right? This is a formula. So N minus 1 times D. Okay, now you replace it in. So because we know A4, right? So you replace N with a 4, become A4. A1 is what? Unknown. We don't know, no information. Plus, so replace n with 4 minus 1 times D. D is the unknown. Okay, so D we don't know. Okay, so now this one you simplify, become A1 D times 4 become 4D, right? And then D times this one negative 1, sorry. Oh, we don't need to do that way. Just simplify like that way. Okay. So N is this the one, okay? So replace N with a 4, so become 3D. So now A4 question give us is what? Equal to 20. So you replace. So take this one as equation 1. Now go on. Because we know A13. So you write down A13 equal to A1 unknown, correct? Plus replace N with formula N equal to 13 minus 1 times D. D is unknown. So A1 plus what? 12D. So become A3, A13. You see, observe, we just use the formula to prove, right? You see this one is a A4, right? This one like a A4. 4 and this a 3, you see that? One less, right? And then this a A13, correct? 13 and 12 is a one less. From the formula we just proved, everyone recall? Okay, so now this one, after this one, simplify this, continue. A13 equal to what? 65 question give to us. So equal to this one. So A1 plus 12D. Take this one as equation 2. Okay. Then it's a 13. Okay. Now you get find A1 and D between equation 1 and 2. Okay. So the easy one you can use by substitution or do the elimination, right? This is like an equation system, right? So the easy one I will take 2 minus 1 because the look number higher, right? So I try to get rid of the negative. So equation 2 minus equation 1. So 2 minus 1, 65, right? 65 minus 20 become what? 545, okay? So equation 2, this one. Okay, so A1 minus this one gone. So you left 12D minus 3D. Then now we do on here, okay? One. Maybe I use another color, right? We use this one, right? Now, oh, sorry. We do this equation, correct? This one and this one. Okay. If you confuse, just write it down by what? By this way. Maybe I write step by step here. So equation 2 minus equation 1 on the left side, right? Left side is what? 65 minus 20 here. 65 minus 20. And then this side, equation 2 first. So you write A1 plus 12D, right? And minus, when minus, don't forget you have to open the bracket here. This one, right? Equation 1. So become A1 plus 3D. Okay, now you subtract, become 45 here on left hand side. And A1 plus 12D minus A1. Don't forget, open bracket here gonna be what? Minus 3D. Okay. So simplify A1 cut gone. So this side 45. 12, take it out. 12, take it out 3D. What we left? 9, right? So become 9D. So 1D equal to what? 5. So we got it now. D equal to 5. Okay. When we got D equal to 5, you can go get A, right? A1. Okay. So we can get A1. Now you can solve for A1. I use the blue color. Okay, so you can replace D equal to 5 in either equation 1 or 2, either one. So I will replace in equation 1 because of the less number, right? It's easy to calculate. So you just say replace. replace D equal to 5 into what? Into equation 1. So become 20 here, okay? A1 plus 3 times D is a 5. So we have A1, this one become what? A1 plus 15, right? So 15 move, this one become minus, so A1 equal to 5. So we got A1 equal to 5. Okay, so when we got A1, we have got D, right? We get the answer for A1 and D. Then we can write the first 11 terms now. Okay, so we got A1 is, but then if you want to find, because we have to find, maybe we can get one more, if 5, right? Because to up to 11 term, the 4, 13, 65 increase, so they should plus, correct? Otherwise, you can find A2 first, right? So A2 equal to what? A2 equal to A1. Use this formula, okay? Always use this formula. Okay, so then you can, we want to get A2, you just replace A2 here. A1 is what? 5 here from here. A1 5 plus N is a 2 now because we want to find term 2. So become 2 minus 1 times D. D is a 5. So this one gonna be 1 plus 5 become 10. So we got A2 10. So now this one we know now is an increase, right? So like A1, you like A1, A2, okay, A3, A4, comma, A5, comma, A6, comma, A7, comma, A8. This one you have to write all because they need the first 11 term. So A9, A10, and A11. So 1 you got already is what? 5, and 2 you have is a 10. So we know the D is a 5. So you keep as at the period consecutive at the 5. Right? So next gonna be 15, next gonna be 20, next gonna be 25, and so on until the last one. Okay, then this one I let you do it. That's it. So this line gonna be the final answer. You keep doing up to A11. Okay, so that's the example. Go. Okay, we go next one. Yeah. Okay, next example. Right? Find the n9 term when they say 9 is th here. That means location, the position. So that mean the one you find A9, the term 9 of the arithmetic sequence. They tell us. So then we can use formula, right? That begin with 2 and 9. That means this one begin with 2 and 9. This means A1 equal to 2, A2 equal to 9. Okay, but then the one you find 9 term. But the 9, the A9, is when you find the A9. So in this case, if you can keep how to say from A1, right? So you can say A1, A2, so you can find D, correct? You get A2 minus A1. So equal to 9 minus 2 equal to 7. So you know like the way that the next term, so you can do like this, right? You can do by manual. Okay, you can do 2, 9. So D is a 7, right? So you plus 7, gonna be 16, plus another 7, gonna be 23, and so on, until you get the 9, A9, correct? But if this still is a small sequence, right? Small the number of sequence. But if a question change to be, say, when you find the A75 as sample, right? 75, how you gonna find? You're gonna do one at a time, ladies or not? No. So the best you use formula, okay? So find the best time to get the end term or general term. So you can represent any term when question need to know, want you to find. So it's like this. So because arithmetic sequence formula is that an equal to A1 plus n minus 1 times D. Now an, right? A1 we know already equal to 2. So you like 2 plus n term we don't know, right? Minus 1. And D we know already from here we got, this is a D, okay? So we got D equal to 7. So you replace it in. So become 2 plus this one time in, okay? Become 7n minus 7. So we have 7n minus 5. So we got n term or general term, we got the formula for this question is this one. Then because question say they want 9 terms, so you replace a9 equal to 7 times 9 minus 5. Then you simplify it. 7 9s what? And then find out minus 5 we left 58. Okay. So a9 equal to this one. That's all. That's the answer for this question. Okay. So this still beginning, not too hard, right? Okay. So I think I will give you the assignment for this one, and then you check in GC, okay, and then you start to do it. Any question, please ask me online, email or GC. Okay, I think that's all for today, for this class. Okay, see you. Bye bye.